What up, everybody? Hopefully, you had an amazing week. It's been a really good week for crypto during this week. Bitcoin touched up around 72,000, roughly 2.5% under its all-time high of around 73, just under 74,000. So that's looking really good. Currently, we're trading at $68,933, which is a really good spot. This week, we also had the FIT21 bill get passed, or start moving to get passed. So that's really good. That'll allow banks to hold crypto and allow for better crypto regulation, thus legitimizing crypto and allowing more money to flow in crypto, which means more money is flowing into our pockets because we're the early guys. So we're going to make out really good if that does pass. Also, the first part of the Ethereum ETF got passed and approved. It's not yet trading. It could be anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months before it can start trading. But that's also really good because if ETH definitely has been not trading like Bitcoin. Essentially, it's been behind. Let's see if I can find you guys an ETH chart. There we go. ETH has definitely been lagging in this bull run, which, you know, kind of lame. But with this ETF, if ETH does start pumping, you know, altcoins will definitely start pumping too. There are a couple I'm looking at, like AVAX, Solana, you know, the big guys, but that's not why we're here today. We're going to be talking about Warthog. This coin is the best thing ever for PC gamers. Decentralization, I think, could be relatively well. We're going to talk about the project. We're going to talk about some of the issues with AMD cards, RDNA 3. We're going to talk about the fixes for those. And also, next week, there's some big plays that you guys can potentially hop on and potentially do really well with, like Kyla Coin and Weather XM does go live next week. So that's potentially really good for us. Let's not waste your time. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe button, check out the links down below. They'll make you some money. They'll make me some money. And yeah, that much closer to being monetized. Thanks to all you guys who have already subscribed, whatnot. I appreciate the support. We'll be working on a giveaway. Let's get into it. Okay, so Warthog is a crypto that came out a couple months ago, I want to say. Well, went like full exchange live, whatnot, a couple months ago. Originally, it was trading up around $1, up to $1.33, I want to say. But it's definitely come down. But we could potentially be seeing the bottom here, which I'm kind of hoping for, because the chart's kind of leveled out a little bit over the last 7 days with a little bit of up movement. So yeah, but who cares about that? For those of you guys who don't know, Warthog is an experimental cryptocurrency with the world's first proof of balance work algorithm written by a group of crypto enthusiasts. It's meant to be a community effort, and everyone is more than welcome to join, contribute, yeah, all the fun stuff. The stuff you guys actually care about. The block time is 20 seconds. Block reward is 3 wart. They have a halving every 2 years, and the maximum supply is roughly 19 million of them, and difficulty adjust every 2 days. It is already listed on exchanges, and they plan on having token support and lightweight DeFi support. So, the devs of this coin are extremely active, which is something you don't see in a lot of these other projects. They're very open on Twitter. They're constantly working on stuff. So that's stuff I like to see. I really dig in the project as far as that. Let's go over to my farm. I currently have all of my rigs on it. One thing about Warthog, because it is the proof of balanced work, Warthog performs exceptionally better when you're running just one CPU and one GPU versus if you're running 2 GPUs on it. Like if you have like one of those not fancy, but one of those Xeon or more like server grade CPUs and whatnot, you can run multiple GPUs, but a lot of these lower end Ryzen ones are not lower end. I have some 7700Xs. I do have a Ryzen 9 7900X that does relatively well. That is in a Windows machine. Actually, let's just go over to the chart. Here's the chart. Let's zoom in a little bit. So this is currently what I have all total on Warthog. I have a couple 7700Xs, I have a 3800 XT, which is like low-key a hidden gem CP. If you can find one of these cheap, highly recommend you pick it up. It's really good in gaming PCs. I recently started doing a test to see how low of a CPU you could do with wart and still be good. This is actually surprising. A little Ryzen, that is not a Ryzen 7, it's a Ryzen 5. Ryzen 5 5600G, you can pick these up relatively cheap. I picked this one up for like 60 bucks. Currently making 17 cents a day total with the RX 6600. Also, this is just a rough estimate of my power here, and this is also at 12 cents kilowatt hour for my profit. My power range, it starts around really low 10, and then as I use more, slowly goes up to 12. So I just count it all at 12, but it's a little bit cheaper. And these powers are just rough estimates because I could not find my power meter. So I just used my best guess from other projects that I've tested. But one thing you guys will notice here, this one, I have a Ryzen 7 5800X with two 3060 Ti's. It's just like one of my work computers, Windows machine. That's only getting 459 at, I want to say it's a little bit higher than that 360, but it's also a computer that I have like all my work stuff. So it has like 2 monitors, all that. So that's kind of just where I left it. Making around 15 cents a day. But if we come over here to the other one with the Ryzen 7 5800X and RX 6600, that one is sitting closer to 17 cents. So total profit right now, I'm making around $1.56 over on Warthog, and I'm doing $7.21 a day total profitability, total revenue, which honestly is not that bad at all, because if you come over here to hashrate.no, they have a really good mining calculator. Highly recommend checking it out. Let's see. Let's just look at, well, first of all, as far as CPUs go, nothing. Everything sucks. Zeph, as you guys know, has taken a big dumper. Ryzen 5600G is currently doing -3 cents, and RX 6600 is currently doing 9 cents. So this rig total would be doing 6 cents a day, whereas having it over on Wart right now is yielding me about 17 cents a day. So like, that's banger. One card I'm still in the process of testing is my RX 7600 XT. That one's currently doing 44 cents at $1.24 a day, which, I mean, is not that bad, because if we come back over here, a 4090 is only doing 94 cents a day, and it's actually not that bad, but that's not going to hold. We all know that. And then a 7700X, I think last time I checked, was only doing CPUs. 7700X. Ooh, everything just swapped over to Monero. I'm curious why. Let's see. 7700X currently doing 6 cents on Monero, 8 cents on Zephyr. So yeah, still way more in the profit mining Warthog, which is really nice. Also, one thing I like about this coin is the fact that because of the proof of balance work, one of my big things with GPU mining, well, crypto mining in general, as far as GPUs and CPUs, I buy all the hardware, I mine the crypto, turn that into hardware, CPUs, GPUs, motherboards, RAM, all that stuff, and I build those out, and I like to build gaming PCs. So because of proof of balance work, one of the big issues you had before with your farm is you would have a CPU and 6 GPUs. So if you go and turn those into gaming PCs, you can essentially get one gaming PC and you have 5 GPUs left over. So then you either have to sell the GPUs, just sell the GPUs off as is, or you have to buy more parts and then you're left with a crap ton of GPUs. I kind of like having the balance so that I can turn it into gaming PCs and not just sitting on GPUs that I can't do with except for only mine on, essentially. Plus, I like having as many computers as possible in my house. Need one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, one in the laundry room, gaming PCs everywhere. But with Warthog, it makes it a lot more efficient and profitable to run just GPU CPU combo. And I kind of dig that. That's one of the nice things about it. Also, for everyday people who don't have big mining farms, you can still stay relatively in the profits. I mean, let's go back over to my chart. Say you just had a gaming PC with a Ryzen 7 7700X and a RX 7600 XT, which would definitely be a good gaming PC combo. You're doing over $1.24 a day. And this also, we'll get into that in a second, which also isn't necessarily tuned properly, but $1.24 a day times, let's bring up a calculator, 1.24 times 365, boom. That's $452 a year just with that, which like not that bad. But if we look at the yield, 3.66, go here, 3.66 times 365, enter. That'll give you around 1,335 Warthog, and if Warthog goes back up to $1.33, that's 1,700 bucks. So I mean, you could potentially just mine on your rig and pay it off, because you know that probably cost around $1,000, actually over $1,000, around 1,300 bucks to build that as a PC with RAM and whatnot. Warthog is a little bit finicky. One issue I did have with Warthog is with this guy, the RX 7600 XT. The RDNA 3 card, so the 7000 series, and the higher end RDNA 2, the 6800, 6900, I believe people have had some issues with. All of those cards have some issues. So we'll come over to my flight sheet. Oop. I definitely, so in order to, if you are having issues with RDNA 3 or any of those cards on Warthog, here are the steps I would recommend taking to go through and fix those, because it is a pain in the butt. So we'll come over here. One thing you're going to want to add is the disable OpenCL. Essentially what that is going to make it, it's going to help it detect the drivers, enable AMD True. This one is optional. I think it helps, but I'm not actually convinced that it helps. But this will just try and set it so that it only reads like, well, that it allows it to read AMD cards. I have noticed that if this one is, if I don't have the disable OpenCL command, sometimes it won't even pull up the driver or acknowledge that there's a AMD card. So it definitely is like a driver side issue, or like an issue with the miner and the driver. And then also disable CPU metrics true. This command also kind of helps. I'm not quite sure why it helps, but it does help for me. So I definitely recommend checking that out. One thing I would be careful about with this metric is that if you do decide to add it, definitely monitor your rig a little bit, because I did notice one time I added it and my fans like went super high and then fans went super low. So just, it's still, I do believe the devs are still working on BZ Miner, but those are just a couple of the things you can try to get it up and running. One thing I would also recommend is making sure you go into Hive Shell, do the AMD OpenCL update it. I am currently on the 5.73 AMD driver, and that one's the one that's giving me the best luck. I also do believe that people have been using the 5.61 driver. So you can mess around with both of those two. Also, I will have this link down below for this page, the BZ miner commands for Hive OS. If you are looking to mine wart, I would definitely recommend looking into checking out these, because these are very helpful, quite helpful. As far as mining wart, anything else, I mean, you're definitely going to want to go and set your CPU threads. Don't max them out. All of these are let's go here. I do have the majority of mine. These are 16 thread CPUs for the most part. I have them set at around 14. The RDNA 3 one, I do not believe I have the thread set on that, just because last time I did that, it decided it was going to not mine anymore, and I would rather have it mining. That one's still in the test. Like I said, I believe the devs are still working on it, but yeah. So that's just kind of my take on Warthog. Definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you're just looking for something to leave your coins on. As far as holding goes, I am holding the majority of my Warthog coins. I am selling some into profit to buy into other projects, because, you know, bull run time. I definitely like having a diversified bag, but yeah, that's kind of just my plan. I sell some, flip it into other coins that I do want to hold. Not saying I don't want to hold Warthog. I do have a bag, but you never know with these coins. But if regulation does move forward, it could be really good. Also, auto fan on RDNA 3 kind of helps a little bit. And aside from Warthog, next week we do have something going on with Kyla Coin. Kyla Coin is going to be moving to CPU mineable. There was a FPGA farm, I believe, that just hopped on the network and was just railing the whole network, and that's not really good for decentralization or coin price, because they were dumping hard. So next week, Kyla Coin is going to be switching over to a CPU mineable algorithm. You're going to want to get their new wallet. You can either download it in Windows or Linux, or use the web wallet. I will advise you, if you use the web wallet, that it could run into some issues. Say you're holding it in the web wallet, it pumps hard. Everyone using the web wallet is going to flood to it. You may not be able to get your coins out, so that could be a problem. I would highly one thing you can do is download the Windows wallet, get your seed phrase, all that stuff, and then essentially enter your keys into the web wallet. It's probably not the best, because if the web wallet gets hacked, then that wallet gets hacked too. But you can have it in a safe place, and then also on a not safe place. Use your own due diligence, all that fun stuff. But yeah, back not that long ago, Ironfish swapped over to Fish Hash. One of the big plays was, if you were able to get your rigs on it first, you were able to get more coin and more profit. And because it definitely takes people some time, whether they're either at work or they're asleep, you know, different time zones, whatnot. So having everything ready. So what I did was, I got my wallet address. I have it saved into Hive OS under my wallets tab, so that the second that the algo and the pool is released, I can literally set up a flight sheet from wherever I'm at, and just send my rig out to go fly mine crypto. So that could potentially be really good and give you some boosted profits for maybe a day or two as far as CPU goes. But you know, if you're mining on your CPU, then you can't mine Warthog, so keep that in mind. I'm definitely going to try and hit this play, because it could be a really good play. Kyla Coin only has like 21,000 coins or something like that, so the price of it is down hardcore. Let's go to the 3-month chart. So yeah, Kyla Coin is not a stranger to being around that 100, does have a high of around 300 in 2023. So yeah, I mean, if you could even get one of these coins, that's $60. So I mean, definitely play. I may definitely hold some Kyla Coin, just because, like, If it pops back up to that $300 mark and I only got that from a day, ooh, $500 mark. I'll definitely take that. So that is definitely a good play for next week. And I talked about it in one of my other videos. Next week also, WeatherXM is going to go to mainnet in 4 days, 18 hours, 26 minutes, and all that. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I waited too long in the video, but if you're watching this long, just like and subscribe. Also, comment down below. What are you guys mining with? What's your mining game plan? Are you stacking CPUs? Are you stacking GPUs? Are you stacking ASICs? And like, what's your plan? Are you gonna just mine through? Are you mining to sell? Are you mining to hodl? Are you mining to build out gaming PCs? Comment that down below. Helps out the channels, helps me make more videos. We're that much closer to being monetized. And also, in my very next video, we will be going over, I'm working on doing some sort of a giveaway. I want to give back to you guys, like help me get this far. But yeah, probably just gonna give away like $5 in crypto, something like that, something easy just to start. But yeah, back to this. WeatherXM is coming to Arbitrum, so what I would recommend you do, get the unless you have like Get.io, Mexi, but I'm an American, so we don't get any of these things. I have Uniswap. So what you're going to want to do is get the contact or contract address, whatever the hell it is. You're going to get that. I have it saved into notes on my phone. And then, so the second it goes live, I can go straight into my MetaMask or wherever I have my coin, send it over to we'll have it, pull it up in the DEX and just sell right there. Or if it's not, yeah, I'm probably going to sell. Not going to lie. I'm going to dump hard. That's going to be the plan. But yeah, just being prepared for that, because if you could sell fast enough and the price is up, I mean, the price is good, you could definitely bank out a little bit on that. I do have mine linked up to the Fry Crypto Foundation thing. That project is a raving shit show. There's no organization. I mean, we're not here to complain about it, but I have been on that and I have been earning from that. So I kind of forgot that I wasn't making money for WeatherXM. And so this is good because this will boost, cover more power for my GPUs, because I'm firm believer that I use my DPIN projects, because once they've ROI'd, once they've like met their return on investment, they're kind of just making money. And so that money that I'm making from these miners offsets what I'm getting from my, what I'm burning for my graphics card. And so that works out really well, because essentially every day my GPUs are covered from my DPIN miners. So I just have to worry about making more on my graphics card. So that's more what I like to do. And that's the thing. So those are going to be two of the bigger plays for next week. I'd highly recommend you guys hop on. Yeah, which, I mean, if that WeatherXM looks good, currently I'm doing around, let's do some math once again. We're doing, there's also some rigs off. I think they said 721. Let's go back. What is that? 721 times 30, $216 a month with my GPUs. That is not that bad of a number, because then I have DPIN miners and other things. I also have ASICs, whatnot. But yeah, that's enough rambling. My office has officially hit 100 degrees. So we're going to end the video here. Go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, do all the fun things. Check out Warthog. Don't check out Warthog. You do you. You guys have a nice rest of your day. There may be more videos this weekend. There may not be. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Peace out. Have a nice day, and let's all become crypto millionaires.